tackles so far.
It's the Jets and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Jets defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, at Zach Wilson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They run it again with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. But now he appears to be in some pain. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Jets had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate.
Ball has it knocked loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Completes it to Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Allen now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. He'll get over. so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into... to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And New York set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Now Cook running right. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. 2nd and 9 from the 44. As they've got it as we resume action. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Oh, that's into a sea of... It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the bit... back to their own 34-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll throw from the gun into the hands of the tight end Dalton Kincaid. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen finding Knox there, complete. And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this up to midfield. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. From midfield, here's Allen going right back to Knox, and again a completion. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
The back foot throw there is incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Wilson's throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Breaks through the contact.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To the air, Allen. Finding Harris over the middle. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Allen.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A final shot before half for Allen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple. In order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Wilson.
Be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Wilson.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown, Jets. DK Metcalf, 28 yards.
And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd down and 6 now.
This a quick pass to Davis.
And Davis will have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
9 yards that time. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Allen off the play fake. Staying on his feet. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Allen will try to throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing is Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have great field position here as this.
Madden, what is this?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Here's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To the air, Allen.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
How is the clock running if he stepped out of bounds?
They're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you
Down by 22, bro. Like,
the head coach tells you to do so.
he's going to
And
score.
maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset, so you keep
Damn, you gonna block?
to this lead.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down.
That bullshit-ass interception they gave him.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that will be off target and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what do you think's going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He lets this one fly to the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now. They've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one's incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Jets trying for the 4th down play. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road, how about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Buffalo, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
who
the
knows?
loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
At all. At all.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.